Have you ever been around someone whose presence alone drains your energy, manipulates your emotions, or leaves chaos in their wake? Unfortunately, evil doesn't just exist in myths or movies. It's real, it's around us, and even more unnerving, it often operates in subtle ways. But don't worry with a little awareness. You can spot the warning signs and protect yourself. Evil people don't show up with horn or tails, but their actions reveal their true nature. They manipulate, destroy, and exploit your kindness for their gain. The good news, you don't have to be a detective to recognize them. Ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius have shared timeless wisdom on how to identify evil and guard yourself against it. In this video, I'll uncover 10 evident signs that you're dealing with evil person signs you simply can't ignore. These insights will empower you to maintain your peace and safeguard your energy. So let's dive in and learn how to navigate this world with clarity and confidence. Ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Constant manipulation. Seneca once said, "He who has many fears also has many things to manipulate." This isn't just a reminder, but a warning about the power of manipulation in the hands of malicious people. These individuals don't thrive on integrity. They flourish by distorting reality, turning lies into their most effective weapon. I remember a time when I worked with a colleague. I initially trusted he was skillful at praising me in front of others, making me feel recognized and valued. But behind the scenes, he began spinning subtle narratives, quietly undermining my work and inflating minor mistakes into major issues for the management. When I sensed something was off and decided to confront him, he remained calm, saying he was merely helping me improve. It made me question myself. Was I doing something wrong? I started doubting my abilities and truth. He wasn't helping me at all. He was pushing me into a state of dependence, making me feel I needed his guidance to be good enough. This is how manipulation operates. It doesn't just disorient you, it erodes your confidence. Manipulators don't build relationships on trust and honesty. They exploit your vulnerabilities to gain control. They deftly prey on your uncertainties, convincing you that only they understand you and that only they can guide you. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the key to combating manipulation is clarity and self-control. A truly virtuous person will always lead you toward independence and autonomy, not entangle you in dependency. If someone in your life constantly urges you to follow their lead while disregarding your boundaries or personal autonomy, it's a clear sign you need to step back. Remember Epictetus's wisdom. No man is free who is not master of himself. By refusing to participate in their manipulation game, you reclaim control over your thoughts, actions, and decisions. Mental clarity and self-awareness are the antidotes to their toxic influence. You don't need to argue or prove yourself. Just step out of their manipulation and hold on to your freedom. Number 2, a mask of charm. Epictetus once reminded us that appearances, no matter how dazzling, often hide the truth beneath. Have you ever encountered someone whose charm seemed almost too perfect, as if scripted from a movie? Their radiant smile, soothing words, and ability to make you feel special. Everything seemed like a flawless performance, but when you take a step back and look closer, you might realize that behind the facade lies a motive far from genuine charm. When used sincerely is a wonderful thing. It connects people, builds trust, and creates meaningful relationships. But in the hands of someone with darker intentions, charm becomes a deadly weapon. They know how to capture your heart, disarm you with their carefully crafted words, and present themselves as the friend you've always sought, the perfect partner, or even a trusted mentor. Yet their charm is hollow, like a glossy shell concealing a bitter truth. Marcus Aurelius once warned us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. These individuals don't just manipulate, they use their charm to mask their true nature. Selfishness, deceit, and manipulation. Observe how they behave when no one is watching. How do they treat those who offer them no benefit? Words can be beautifully decorated, but actions paint the truest picture of character. I once knew a friend who had an uncanny ability to make everyone feel adored. He showered people with compliments, making them believe they were genuinely special to him. But over time, I realized he wasn't the person he appeared to be. His praise felt calculated, serving as a tool to extract something in return. And when there was nothing left to gain, he quickly distanced himself, often bad-mouthing the same people he once flattered. How do you break free from their enchantment? Don't ignore the subtle warnings in your gut. If you feel charmed yet uneasy, trust that instinct. These manipulative individuals rely on your willingness to overlook the red flags to believe in the illusion they've created. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the truth doesn't need a mask. Genuine kindness shines on its own without pretense, so step past the glittering surface and seek the truth beneath. Authentic goodness doesn't need a disguise. Number 3, lies without conscience. Marcus Aurelius once advised that nothing should be done if it isn't right, and nothing should be said if it isn't true yet. For truly malicious individuals, truth is merely an obstacle. They don't lie out of carelessness. They lie because deceit has become their second nature. Their lies aren't random. They're crafted with purpose, whether it's to gain power, evade responsibility, or distort your perception of reality. Imagine a friend who consistently weaves elaborate tales to gain credibility. Once she convinced you that she single-handedly managed a critical project, claiming full responsibility for its success. But upon closer inspection, every document and email you reviewed proved otherwise when confronted. Instead of owning up, she accused you of misunderstanding the situation, deflecting attention to unrelated details. This is how master manipulators operate. They make you question your memory and judgment, subtly eroding your grip on reality. Evil manipulators exploit your uncertainty, convincing you they know better, and in doing so they seize control of the narrative. Their lies demand constant upkeep, new layers of deceit to cover the old ones, but herein lies their Achilles heel. Truth is resilient, requiring no maintenance, while lies are fragile, constantly at risk of unraveling. To protect yourself, pay attention to inconsistencies. Do their stories shift under pressure? Are their actions aligned with their words? Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on actions as they reveal a person's true character. When you spot discrepancies between someone's words and actions, trust your observations over their claims. Ask questions, demand transparency, and most importantly, set boundaries. Honesty isn't just the foundation of relationships, it's a mirror, reflecting integrity. And when dishonesty persists, don't hesitate to walk away. Stoicism reminds us that real strength lies in mastering ourselves and distancing from what undermines our values and peace. So the next time you encounter someone who lies without conscience, hold your ground. Focus on their actions and safeguard yourself against their web of deceit. Number 4, lack of empathy. Seneca once observed that humans are social creatures, not meant to live solely for themselves. Empathy is the bridge that connects us, allowing us to share in the joys and sorrows of others. Yet for the truly malicious, other people are nothing more than pawns in their self-serving games they do not genuinely care about your happiness or pain unless it aligns with their personal agenda. The lack of empathy is not just a flaw in character, it's a glaring window into a hollow soul. Imagine this. You're sitting across from a friend, pouring your heart out about a struggle that's been weighing you down. Instead of support, they deflect. "Oh, you think that's bad? Let me tell you about my day," they retort, dismissing your vulnerability as trivial. This is not an isolated act, it's a pattern. These individuals are unwilling, or worse, incapable of stepping outside their own interests to connect with your experience. Their detachment manifests in a chilling indifference, or even silent delight in your misfortunes, leaving a void where empathy should reside. Empathy isn't just a nice to have, it's the cornerstone of meaningful relationships. Without it, interactions become transactional. One-sided and emotionally draining, malicious individuals leverage their lack of empathy to further their selfish goals. They may feign compassion when it's convenient, but their apathy becomes evident the moment they're masked. Slips, as Marcus Aurelius wisely advised. No more arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. So what do you do when faced with such indifference? Set first firm boundaries. Protect your peace and do not allow their coldness to diminish your worth. Seek relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. Relationships that uplift rather than tear down. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your joy and stand with you in sorrow, because true connection is rooted in empathy, not exploitation. Before we move on to the next sign, if you're liking the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel with the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you enjoy this kind of content as much as I do, comment, "I see the signs." Let's keep learning. Number 5, the hunger for control for an evil person. Control isn't just a habit, it's their lifeline. They want to dominate everything around them, from relationship and thoughts to even the smallest of your decisions. Marcus Aurelius once said that your mind is under your control, not external circumstances. When you realize this, you discover your true strength. But this strength is precisely what malicious individuals seek to strip from you, because they know that controlling your mind is the key to ruling your entire life. I once knew someone who initially appeared trustworthy. At first, their advice seemed thoughtful and genuinely helpful. Over time, however, a troubling pattern emerged. They began inserting subtle, undermining remarks into conversations, casting doubt on my decisions, and making me feel as though I needed their guidance to make the right choices. Once, when I was considering joining an important project, they convinced me that I wasn't capable, urging me to let them take the lead. At the time, I complied, because they made me feel incapable of trusting my own judgment. In hindsight, it was clear they simply wanted to keep me under their control, ensuring I would never outgrow them. People like this don't just want to influence your actions. They aim to dominate your thoughts and emotions. They use guilt, shame, or sweet words to make you dependent on them. They're not invested in your growth. Their goal is to keep you within their grasp. Over time, you begin doubting yourself, your abilities, and your worth, leaving your autonomy eroded. Epictetus wisely said that freedom is the only worthy goal in life, and that freedom comes from refusing to be controlled by what lies beyond our influence. Malicious individuals know this well, and they'll stop at nothing to imprison your mind, but you don't have to live that way. You have the right to reject their games. Ask yourself, does this align with my values? And use that question as a compass to guide your actions. Autonomy is the greatest power you possess, and it's not for anyone to take from you. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the quality of our thoughts determines the happiness of our lives. Don't let anyone shape your reality or make you question your value. Protect your mind. It is the starting point of true freedom. Those who genuinely care for you will never try to control you. Instead, they'll empower you to make your own decisions and grow in your own way. So stand firm, hold your ground, and let your mind lead you to the freedom you deserve. Number 6, blame games and deflections. Seneca wisely observed that people often prefer trust over judgment. This is precisely what manipulative individuals exploit to their advantage. Instead of taking accountability, they craft stories that cast themselves as victims in every situation by blaming others and deflecting responsibility. They not only avoid consequences, but also shift the burden onto someone else with an unsettling finesse. As Seneca noted, the truth stands firm without justification, while lies always require elaborate stories to sustain them. Imagine dealing with someone who always evades accountability. Every time something goes wrong, they avoid admitting their mistakes and instead blame you or external circumstances. Once I worked on an important project with a close friend. When things started going south, rather than owning up to her oversights, she was quick to criticize my organizational approach, leaving me questioning whether I was the problem. What made it worse was her subtle tone, as if she was merely offering constructive feedback. After multiple instances, I realized I was being manipulated into bearing the brunt of every error. These individuals excel at crafting narratives that distort reality and cloud your judgment. They manipulate emotions, making you feel guilty even when they are at fault. They rely on your sensitivity and trust to weave a story in which they are always the victim and you somehow become the villain. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the truth stands on its own when faced with such individuals. It's crucial to maintain an objective perspective and resist letting emotions dictate your reactions. Stay anchored in facts and don't hesitate to question or refute false claims. When they try to shift blame, calmly but firmly demand clarity. This approach not only keeps you from falling prey to their blame games, but it also reinforces your own integrity. To handle such people, establish clear boundaries. Refuse to engage in the psychological games they construct to dodge responsibility. Instead, stand firm in your truth, ensuring they cannot manipulate or distort reality. Integrity and accountability are hallmarks of a strong character. When someone consistently refuses to take responsibility, their true nature becomes evident. Your job is to protect your peace and steer clear of their games. Number 7, the pleasure of pain. One of the most chilling traits of a truly malicious individual is the satisfaction they derive from other suffering. Epictetus wisely advised, associate with those who make you better. For these individuals, they are not interested in growth or support. They seek opportunities to degrade and find joy in the pain around them. Whether Subtle or overt, this toxic pleasure is a clear signal that you should distance yourself. This delight in others, misery often begins with small, seemingly harmless actions. It could be a sarcastic remark, a mocking laugh at someone's misfortune, or a smirk of satisfaction when witnessing someone else's failure over time. These behaviors reveal their true nature. They don't seek to elevate themselves through hard work or merit, but by standing on the shoulders of those they tear down. I once had a friend who reveled in sharing the missteps of others with a strange enthusiasm. One day she chuckled when a coworker was publicly reprimanded in the office. At first I thought it was mere indifference, but as time passed it became clear. This was her way of feeling powerful instead of offering support or empathy. She magnified others' struggles to make herself appear superior, Seneca once said. No man is more unhappy than one who never faces his adversity. However, for such individuals, adversity isn't a lesson. It's a tool. Their joy doesn't come from achieving anything meaningful, but from watching others stumble. They sabotage, gossip, or intentionally harm to feed their ego at the root of this. Behavior lies deep in insecurity. They need others to suffer to feel better about themselves. But this fleeting satisfaction is just a temporary mask for their inner emptiness to counter. Individuals like this, Stoic philosophy underscores the importance of safeguarding your self-worth and choosing relationships that foster growth. Recognize the signs. Their indifference, their enjoyment of others, or their fixation on failures to feel superior, step away from them, because every moment you spend in their presence is a moment you lose peace and self-value. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, those who celebrate your growth rather than diminish it. These are the people who not only respect you, but encourage you to be the best version of yourself. True. Joy is never built on the suffering of others, but on shared success and genuine relationships. Number 8, Sal as a weapon. Marcus Aurelius once said that humans are born to cooperate. Our strength lies in unity, shared experiences, and the encouragement of those who care for us. But for malicious individuals, this natural order is precisely what they aim to disrupt. One of their most potent weapons is isolation. By separating you from loved ones, friends, or support groups, they not only strip away your emotional strength, but also make you easier to control and manipulate. I once had a friend who initially seemed genuine and caring. Over time, however, she started making subtle negative comments about people close to me. Your best friend doesn't really treat you well, she'd say with a serious tone, or your family doesn't understand you. The way I do at first, I brushed off her remarks, thinking she was just looking out for me. But as time passed, these comments became more frequent, creating doubt and distancing me from the relationships that had always been my strongest support system. Her approach was gentle yet calculated effectively, isolating me from those who mattered most. This tactic is no accident. It's a deliberate psychological maneuver used by toxic individuals to sow insecurity and make you believe they're the only ones who truly care. The more isolated you become, the greater their control over you grows. But here's what they don't want you to realize. True strength comes from connection, from genuine and solid relationships. Unity is the foundation of resilience. If you start noticing feelings of loneliness or detachment from your loved ones, pause and reflect. Reevaluate the situation. Trust your instincts and don't hesitate to reach out to those who truly matter to you. Speak to friends, family, and close confidants. They are the foundation that keeps you grounded even when life feels unstable. Stoic philosophy reminds us that we are not meant to live in isolation. We are part of a larger community, and authentic relationships are where our true power lies. So don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Protect your connections, and you'll find the strength to rise above any manipulation. Number 9, jealous in disguise. Envy is a toxic emotion, but it becomes most dangerous when it's disguised as concern or goodwill. Seneca once reminded us that envy is the ulcer of the soul, and for those who harbor it, their advice or attention often isn't meant to uplift you, but rather to chip away at your confidence. Such individuals can't stand the happiness or success of others, cloaked in seemingly helpful advice or compliments. They see out seeds of doubt about your worth. I once had a friend who always seemed deeply invested in my achievements after I completed a major project I was incredibly proud of. She said, "That's great, but maybe next time you should push yourself a bit more to really reach a higher standard." At first, I thought it was genuine advice, but upon reflection, her tone carried an undertone, a subtle cut. not to lift me up, but to diminish what I'd accomplished. What seemed like harmless feedback was in reality a way to make me feel like I wasn't good enough. These false compliments are often mixed with remarks that undermine. A jealous person won't attack you outright. Instead, they plant small doubts in your mind, making you question your capabilities and success. They might say things like, "You did really well, but don't get too excited. There's always room for improvement," or "That's amazing, but I heard someone else did something similar and got even better results." This behavior is neither care nor goodwill. It's a strategy to pull you down to their level. Envious individuals cannot celebrate your light because it highlights the shadows within themselves. They don't want to see you thrive. They want to see you shrink so they no longer feel threatened. Stoic philosophy teaches us to trust our intuition. If you sense something off in someone's praise or advice, listen to that feeling. Look deeper into the true intentions behind seemingly harmless words. A truly kind person will elevate you, praise you wholeheartedly, and encourage you to go further. In contrast, past a jealous person uses their words as tools to control your emotions and chip away at your confidence to protect yourself. Set clear boundaries and don't let anyone diminish your worth. Surround yourself with those who genuinely celebrate your success. People who not only help you shine, but push you to reach new heights. Remember, you don't need to dim your light to make others feel more comfortable. Stand firm in your value and let your light shine brightly. Number 10. The unrepentant heart. One of the clearest signs of an evil person is an unrepentant heart. Marcus Aurelius taught that we should not waste time debating what a good person should be, but instead focus on taking actions to improve ourselves. However, evil individuals often do the exact opposite. They cling to destructive habits, never admit fault, and certainly have no intention of repairing the damage they cause. They live in denial, justifying their actions with elaborate excuses, making it seem as if the problem never lies with them. Think of someone you've known, a person who always had an excuse for every mistake when they hurt others instead of apologizing. They'd blame the circumstances or argue that others are no better whenever someone tried to explain how their behavior caused harm. They deflect, shift blame, or even accuse the other person of overreacting. But what truly stands out is their complete refusal to change. To them, self-reflection and correcting wrongs are seen as weaknesses, while stubbornness is viewed as a strength. This mindset starkly contrasts. With Stoic philosophy, a Stoic understands that self-reflection, admitting mistakes and making amends, are not signs of weakness, but of courage and self-respect. Those with unrepentant hearts not only hurt others, but also reject the opportunity for personal growth and maturity. If you're close to someone who constantly justifies their actions, avoids accountability, and never seeks to repair the harm they have done, take a moment to reflect. Not everyone is willing to grow or change. Protect yourself from toxic relationships like these and invest your energy in those who lift you up, people with the courage to confront their own flaws and strive to be better. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, focus your mind on thoughts and people who elevate the quality of your life. So we've just walked through 10 evident signs that there might be an evil person lurking close to you, chilling, right? But remember, awareness is your most powerful weapon. Evil people can only manipulate you when you're unaware of their tactics. Once you recognize their strategies, you not only protect yourself, but also shield your inner peace from their chaos. Marcus Aurelius taught us that. True strength lies in mastering your mind and your reactions. Don't let toxic individuals invade your mental space or disrupt your serenity. Set boundaries, stand firm, and keep shining, because your light is the very thing they fear most. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment. I see the signs to let the world know you're ready to safeguard yourself from negative influences. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where your wisdom will continue to grow.